Hey yo, what's good? You know what it is? It's no more timeouts and we are back.
We
Y'all
back.
missed us. Stop playing. I know y'all missed us, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop playing. I had to give y'all a break for myself. I know people was getting irritated with hearing me talk shit. You know what I'm saying? But we
What's
back.
up, brother? How you doing, man? You good?
Hey man, holiday times. All these damn Black Friday sales, spending hella money for no reason. Other than that, man, I'm happy. It's the good time of the year for me. I know if you know me, I hate the heat. Look, somebody wanted to say hi. You want to say hi? Say hi. See, y'all get to see
Trying to
the
get in
one
the
that
pod.
starts
I'm
in the
trying to get
video.
some. I'm trying to get some
She
time.
trying to get some airtime. Go, All right, but anyways, y'all, that's my. But people, what about you, Jay? What is up? What is cracking? We need to give people an update on what we have been doing.
Yeah, bro. It's been. First off, I went home back to the Bay for 8 days just to see everybody. Got to see family and friends. That's
Yep.
really what it's all about at the end of the day. And then also, I wanna give a shout out to my brother Raz Gunga who lost his mom. I wanted to sit down with him a little bit and just get to her
R.I.P.
funeral. She was a great lady, and I got to learn a lot more about her. Going to the funeral, and he was so strong throughout the ceremony. So I just want to shout out to my brother there. And then also, man, I quit my job on a better note. If you know me, you know how much I did not like this place. So, working for a
We
company
out.
that's not in working for a company that's not in the US, you think it's kind of cool. Like, oh yeah, like maybe they're gonna send you overseas, but it never worked out like that. But no more 5 a.m. meetings. I can have a normal life again, bro. I'm so hyped. So it's a good day over here, bro. It's a good day.
You
It's a
know
good
the
day.
funny thing is, the funny shit is you never realize because you ever hear what other people say, I quit my job and my life is just exuberant. And it's like you look at them like, damn, bro, like how you pay for bills and shit. But then when you turn around and do it, you feel how relieving it is and you understand
Yeah.
where these people are coming from.
Yeah, you should
So
never quit a job if you don't have another job lined up. Let's just say that first and foremost, because we all got to pay our bills, and you got to suck it up. If you don't got no other job, like we got to do. Oh shit, we got to do what we got to do out here.
yeah,
But yeah, bro, it's it's
definitely.
it's good to have a couple of days, man, and get back to potting with you. And we got a lot to catch up on, man. A
Yeah.
lot's been going on.
Hell yeah. So just to give y'all a little insight of what's been going down. So I know last time we talked, when we told y'all we was going, last time we actually talked this a while ago, about a month, because we told y'all we was going to the Jets game. And we went,
Yeah.
we had a great time. We met a lot of great individuals, a lot of real diehard Raider fans, some real Raider fans. I want to say shout out to Vegas. I know some a couple of them are from the Bay, because they travel well, but there were some good, solid Vegas people out there that, been with the team for a while, and they had some real diehard people out there that we met, and I liked it. Vegas is growing on me, and they're showing us something that we like to see as Raider fans. They're trying to bring the culture of how we used to do it over there for tailgating to Vegas, and it looks nice. And the game was fun. You know what I'm saying? And it's always great when you show up and you get a win, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It
JTS
was
suck.
we was trolling so much at that game, bro. It was hilarious. But yeah, like you said about the tailgating, I've been there a few times now. I know you've been there a few times. We did not know about the other side of the parking lot, so we were really
That's
surprised that they even had all of those tailgates.
yeah,
It was only like one row of the actual tailgates, but it felt like Oakland, that one row. It
it did.
definitely felt like the Coliseum. So I hope in 3, 5, 10 years, we can expand that tailgate into what it used to be. But for
Right.
that one row and the people that we got to meet, it was dope.
Yeah, honestly, the funniest thing, did you feel like me and feel that row wasn't ending for a while? Like I
I
felt
was
like
hyped. I was like, let's just keep walking. I was hyped. Bro,
right.
it smelled like it in the air. The DJs, you know what I mean. It felt like Oakland. I was having flashbacks for a second.
I remember one point I was walking and I like looked like, I'm short, but people, you don't know, I'm short. But I was trying to like look over the top of people to see how it ended. I was like,
How
yeah,
far?
this shit ever
Yeah,
go in? But it was a vibe all the way down,
it
which is
was.
cool. So hey, to all my Raider fans, my real Raider fans that missed the Oakland tailgates and how it is. And if you've gone out there to Vegas and you only know about the Modelo, I think it's like the Modelo Yard or something with it. I can't remember
Yeah.
100% what they
Yeah.
call it.
Go the other side, bro.
Yeah,
Go to the
go
other
the
side.
other
That's
way.
not for us.
Go as soon as you come over the
Yeah.
overpass, go on the other side of the stadium and head that way. There's a great tailgate over there. It's great people. They're all hella nice. They have food. They got drinks. They got it all. You know what I'm saying? Walk over there if you missing the vibes. And if you are from Vegas and you out there and you part of the, you want to be part of the Raider Nation, how it really is. Hey, start pulling up over there. Bring your car over there. Put up your tent. Let's make this a vibe. Let us help y'all, show y'all the reason why Raider fans are so loyal to each other is because of the fan base, and we really be having a good time outside. And that's what they showed us, and I really, really enjoyed it, bro. Like, it was good to see. It was a healthy thing to see. It definitely gave me, the little chills, and definitely made me feel good about the game. So
For sure.
that was
For
good
sure.
to see.
So let's get into some of the Raiders talk since we're here already. We're talking about the Raiders. We're 5-7 at the moment. Since we talked, we beat the Jets, lost to the Dolphins, and then we've also lost to the Chiefs. And we started out hot, but I think the Chiefs kind of woke up towards the end there a little bit.
Chiefs,
But
Chiefs
were
remember who the
you?
hell they was.
Yeah, they kind of did. Were you feeling about the Raiders just overall right now? Obviously, Antonio Pierce, interim coach, he's brought good vibes. But how are we feeling overall right now with the Raiders?
Honestly, man, I feel that those wins that we got, we needed. You know what I'm saying? We need it as a fan base, just to show the fan base that we're not here to, and people gonna try to butcher me for this, but we're not here to tank. We want to compete, but at the end of the day, we know we're not as good as we should be, but we're still gonna compete in every game, and we're gonna beat the teams we're supposed to beat. And that is what it showed, and we've been doing that. And even watching the game when we played the Chiefs, it showed that we're gonna compete. We're here to show up. If you don't come with your best punch, we're gonna hit you in the mouth, and we're gonna keep trying to hit you. But you got to throw your best punch to beat us. And I really feel like the Chiefs came in that game thinking they was gonna walk over us, and the fact that we came out and hit them with two tutties real early, I think that made them wake up and they opened up. But it was good to see. It was good to see that our defense was able to hold them even during those drives, because at the end of the day, they had to give us the ball back to be able to score. And it was also good to see that our offense is missing. It's just missing a little something. Aiden, I love you, Aiden, but I feel like you got a lot more to learn. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. Accuracy's a little off to me. You know what I'm saying? But confidence is there, but accuracy's a little off. And right now in the NFL, you can have a bunch of confidence, but you got to be somewhat accurate as a quarterback, or just not gonna be successful. But it was great to see. It was. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it. Even though we
Yeah,
lost, I enjoyed it.
yeah. I want to start with Antonio Pierce. I feel like he was just a breath of fresh air, like something that we needed at that moment. And I don't know if he's going to get the job or not. Hopefully he gets a real opportunity. I think these last 5 games or so is gonna. This is his interview. So I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get the job. I know he grew up a Raider fan. He's from Compton. All of that. That's good. But we've been down this before with Bisaccia and Mark Davis decided to go a different direction. So I don't know. I know Mark likes to go for the big names most of the time. So I don't know. I've heard rumors. We're not going to get into the rumors, but I've heard some stuff
Wait,
about.
we need what? You gotta do what? We need one rumor. You mentioned it. You gotta say one rumor.
I've heard Harbaugh a lot.
Yeah, me
I've
too.
heard Harbaugh. My phone has
Um,
heard Harbaugh a lot. So
um,
that's all I said.
just to touch on that real quick before we move on from it. I Antonio, I love you. I hope we keep him on the staff. Let me just say that.
You can't do that. You
But
can't
why
skip him
not?
over. You can't skip
But
over him for a
but
job. Like
okay, okay, okay,
if
okay.
you know what I
So then
mean?
if we keep him, that means we're gonna have to go really hard at an offensive coordinator.
For
Because
sure.
at the end of the day, he does his defense. I'm pretty sure he's going to keep uh, Graham on, because Graham
Graham.
actually has been doing good. And so we're going to have to go after an offensive coordinator. But even with that, the offensive coordinator we have right now is not calling bad plays. 80's just not hitting the throws. And so
I
I
feel like we're scripted, right? Like how many
yeah
like the first 10, 15, 20 plays are like, oh, we've worked on this all week in practice. After
yeah
that,
Yeah,
We don't know what we doing, bro.
we don't know
Especially
what
the
we're doing,
second half.
bro.
We can't move the ball in the second half at all.
And you can
I don't
see
know
it
what that
too.
is. Yeah.
It's like, bro, like, can we figure this out?
Yeah.
And it's but yeah, Harbaugh was something I heard, and we'll get into the rumors a little later. Maybe on the next show that
Mhm.
we'll tease at the end of this. But yeah, I'm ready. But my only thing is I don't mind the big name. I just want to write one this time. I want the right one. I feel like we've whiffed twice in a row on big names, and Harbaugh I don't mind. But the other ones we'll talk about next time, and I'll elaborate on those later. But yeah, Harbaugh is a coin flip for me right now.
Marcus Peters got cut after the game, and he actually got benched during the game. And if you're watching the games, sometimes you saw the lack of effort when there was like runs on the outside, how he would just kind of stick his arm out or kind of just like not really try to be in the mix for a tackle.
Mhm.
And as a veteran, I just don't think that's something you could keep around. You know what I mean? You got to be a leader. Like when guys were hurt, I remember Devontae was hurt early in the season, and he was like, "No, I'm playing. Like I need to set the tone of playing through injury. And if you're injured, sit down. But if you're just like banged up, you got to play through that." And
Yeah,
he just didn't say, especially as a veteran, I don't think that's somebody you want people to be looking up to the way he was playing. So,
yeah.
what do you think?
Um, I noticed it when we played. I think it was in Miami. The tackle he whiffed.
It might have
Or
been
was it the game before
Detroit.
that?
Might have been Detroit.
I think it was Detroit where Gibbs ran at him, and it just looked
Mm,
like he hit him with the
he just stuck his arm out. It's just like, oh shoot, he juked me, but he really didn't even. Yeah,
yeah. He like,
yeah,
oh, like,
yeah,
hey, go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
yeah,
this one here right here, contract.
yeah. Did the check clear? That was
Check clear.
tough, bro. It's tough to watch because I think he's older now and he's trying to protect himself a little bit. I don't remember him being that obvious that he didn't want to
He
tackle
wasn't.
before. Yeah,
He used to put his nose in there. And that's why I'm kind of like surprised, man. Honestly, for me, I really feel honestly, there's one thing I said about him. I think the way he plays now, he might be better at a safety position, but he still doesn't make a free safety position because at the end of the day, free safety, you're more so playing the ball, playing coverage and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. It's kind of weird that he doesn't stick his nose in there anymore.
yeah.
I remember that he used to always stick his nose in, and I can definitely see a lot like he was on Baltimore and when he was even on the Chiefs. He was on the Chiefs, right? Was he on the Chiefs?
Chiefs, Rams.
Yeah, he was on the Chiefs. When he was on the Chiefs, he stuck his nose in there. Rams, he was I think the Rams is when he kind of started like, okay, let me fall back. But he was still sticking his nose in there. Baltimore, I feel like he had no goddamn choice. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta stick your nose in there. You ain't getting no
That's
PTO there.
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Baltimore. But I don't know, man. It's man, after meeting my boy in Vegas and that time we spent, I was very excited for him. But just to watch that one play just made me be like, all right, bro, come on, bro, come on,
Really?
you got to set the tone, and you got to put your nose in. And at the end of the day, ain't no little rookie running back should be even something scaring you, even minorly. You know what I'm saying? You should have made them tackles. And honestly, to be honest, I even said this too to my boy. He plays if you ever notice, we be on 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 2nd and 3, or even 4th and something. He's still 8 yards, 9 yards off the ball.
He plays off coverage.
Off. But it's like but back in the day when he was nice with it, super nice with it, that was okay. His reads were fast, he was quicker, he was faster, he was able to react. Now, come on, my boy. You ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? You got a little older. You got to understand that, and you should be stronger. So you should be bodying these dudes up. Or even if not 8 yards, can I get 5? Like my
Nah,
dude.
it's an easy 5. Like it's an easy 5. Whenever they want it, they can go there. I got
Right
two
there.
things, bro. First off, the number 24 needs to be gatekept for our team.
Yeah.
Like, you know how the Cowboys give out 88 to the guy, how they
Yeah.
just like Des Bryant, Michael Irvin, Bullet Bob Hayes, now CD Lamb, like all of these guys is like, you're the next one, so you get 88. And I
Yeah.
feel like we should do that with 24. I feel like
Yeah.
24 is like, you don't just get to walk in and, oh, you're a corner, so you get 24. Like, no, Like Willie Brown had that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Charles Woodson had that. That's our number. You can't just come in here and think you just get to put on 24. Like it needs to be a special number for somebody special.
He
So
should have put his
hopefully we can
22
do
back
that.
on.
Put that 22 on, bro. That's more you. 24 is a special number for us.
Yeah, man. It sucks, but like I said, we don't know what's going on. Could be hurt, low key. We don't know. But
we're gonna get off of it because I know. Yeah, go ahead.
But at the end of the day, Marcus, I appreciate what you gave us. You gave us one of our first pick sixes in a long time. You definitely, I could tell if one thing that you did bring was an attitude to our secondary because you had one. And I definitely will give you that. So I appreciate what you gave us. I know you gave us some quality minutes. I do wish it would have ended a little better. And I do wish, maybe the effort would have been a little more. But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm not going to sit here and judge you. I'm not going to sit here and say like you didn't. At the end of the day, our defense was really good. And I need to actually check where we're ranked right now. So at the end of the day, you being a part of this defense, which I know is for sure ranked within the top 20, maybe even top 15 right now. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll get off Marcus Peters because at the end of the day, he is a Raider fan. He's from the Bay, so we still put him in high regards. We're gonna give him some.
Eddie's friends with my homies, so I gotta be nice. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna give him some. We're gonna cut him some slack.
Because know if Turb hear this, Turb gonna call me hot.
Thanks. All right, so big game this week, man. We got to talk about the game of the week. The Niners have been rolling. The Eagles just keep winning. They're 10-1. Niners are 8-3. Rematch of the NFC Championship game last year. Obviously, to flash back, the Niners feel slighted because they got to that. No, they do feel slighted. I mean, you come into the game, you lose
slighted 2 how? That's your fault.
Hold on. You lose 2 quarterbacks in the game. They feel like, you didn't really get a real shot at it because at the end of the day, Purdy got hurt. Josh Johnson got hurt. So they feel like this is the rematch that they've been looking for. Both sides are talking. Debo's talking. I saw the rookie for the Eagles talking yesterday, and I was like, what's the lineman?
Carter?
Jalen Carter. He said, Jalen Carter was like, they asked him a question about the 49ers weapons. He said, well, that don't got nothing to do with me, but I don't hear nobody talking about their offensive line in the trenches. And I was like, oh. So he said he ain't worried about the weapons. He said, because I'm in the trenches and I don't hear nothing about their offensive line. So it's shocking. You obviously heard Debo going at Bradbury. So there's a lot, bro. I'm excited for this game. What do you think? You think this is a rematch? You think it's like a big game? What how are you feeling about this game? What you think? You care, bro. Don't act like
you want to know? You want to know what I noticed? Hold on, before we go on, you be setting me up to get cooked.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I'll go first. You know I gotta go first because it's all me right now. Listen, okay. All right. So this is what I'm gonna say.
It's a lot, though.
It is in the trenches part. I'll give Jalen Carter credit. Nobody's really been talking about that, but I feel like their offensive line and their defensive line might kind of just nullify each other. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this is gonna kind of be a chance to see Brock Purdy really be Brock Purdy, because at the end of the day, Eagles secondary is kind of subsequent to the pass, and people has been talking about him not being the commander of the game, even though he's been like balling. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, like Brock Purdy's been cooking like real shit. Like I actually can sit here and say, watching him play those past couple of games, even where he had the perfect passer rating, he's been making the right decisions and he's been doing good. Like, I can't even sit here and hate on that. I say, but I also
giving credit, bro. Look at you.
I got to. I watch the games, and at the end of the day, I got to tell the other day too. Like, people got to understand, I'm never a hater. I'm just a realist. If he was having a bad game, I'm gonna tell you he's having a bad game, but he's having a great season. But I will say, because the one thing I'm worried about, the Niners' number one kryptonite ever for the past couple years, since Saleh bringing the system, since they defense have been defensive line first and everything else is second, a running quarterback, a mobile quarterback, somebody that can extend the play the right way and either use their feet to get the first or use their feet to get out to throw the ball to get the first. It's been their kryptonite for years. I've been saying it. I've said it over and over. If you go back and you look at a lot of their losses, majority of their losses are to mobile quarterbacks, and even majority of their losses or games they shouldn't have lost were to mobile quarterbacks, a la last year when they lost to Justin Fields week 1. You know what I'm saying? It just shows that their secondary is not as good as they need to be, because with a mobile quarterback, you need to have your safeties on point. Your linebackers, yes, of course, they should be there. They have great linebackers, don't get me wrong, but just your safeties and your corners need to be on point when it comes to mobile quarterbacks, because you need to make the right choice. Because if that quarterback rolls out to your side and you're in a zone or you're on a man, you got to make the right choice. And so honestly, that is very hard to guard. So that's what I'll say. But one thing I will say though, this is going to be if you put money on this game, I wouldn't pick a team. I'd take the over. This shit finna be a shootout because neither of these niggas can cover a damn soul, and both quarterbacks are playing really good right now. It's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah.
I hope people understand that. But I will touch one thing before you do go. Speaking on last year's game, you cannot be mad at the Eagles for playing football and playing with who
Facts.
they got. And the fact that he made a tackle on Brock Purdy and Brock Purdy got hurt, that's not on Hassan Reddick. He didn't go out there with malicious intent trying to, I'm going to go after his arm. No, that wasn't how it is. You know what I'm saying? It happened. And that's how it happened and what happened. Y'all can't be mad at that, because I'll be honest with you, man. I haven't seen many. I'm not from Philly. I don't have many Eagles fans. I do have a couple Eagles fans I'm friends with. I don't see them going hard at the Niners, how these Niner fans been going hard at these Eagle fans for the past week, bro. Like how they've been talking and how spicy it's been getting. Like, if there's one thing I really want to say to all my Niner fan homies, I love y'all, but y'all need to humble yourself and calm down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I feel like you guys are you're asking for somebody to say something to you if you guys lost for how many shit you're posting and doing all that. Like, at the end of the day, be a fan, but also be a respectful fan. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing I feel that for me, I'm not picking no side, but if the Eagles do win, I'm sorry, all my Niner homies, y'all gonna be mad at me, but I'm for sure for to be messaging you niggas talk about how like you deserved it for what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real.
So I still and everything you said about Brock Purdy is he's having a hell of a year. I've always said I wanted to see him face some adversity, and this is going to be the toughest game that he's ever had for sure. Because he's always playing. I'm not saying he's lucky, but he's playing with the lead, or he's never down 10-0, 14-0, and has to, like, I saw him with the the drive. Forget what game they lost, but I think it was the Cleveland game when he took them down the field, but they missed the field goal. But he's never had to like take them out of a hole of 10-0, 14-0 on the road. And that's how you make your name as an NFL QB, right? So I want to see some adversity, but I don't know. I just wanted to live up to the hype that it's getting at the end of the day.
I'm used to watch it though.
Yeah, I just wanted to live up to the hype. No blowouts. Philly's gonna be cold as hell out there. Philly fans are crazy. I didn't really pay attention. Philly fans are psycho.
Yeah,
they're not worried about the Niners like how the Niner fans are worried about them for sure. I met this. Let me just go back real quick. I met this girl probably a couple years ago. I forget what bar I was at out here in LA, and she was like, "Oh, I'm visiting from Philly," and she's a diehard Eagles Sixer. Like every time I look at her Instagram, she's at an Eagles game. They embrace being the worst fans in America. She loves that mantra, bro. Like they hate it. They hate everybody. They love that they're known as the worst fans. They want that. Like they want that title. But she's not talking specifically about the Niners. She's just talking about how they love being like hated about fans. Yeah. And I asked her, she's like, "Yeah, we love that. We want to be that." I'm like, "Damn, okay, respect."
Yep. But you want to know something? See, but that's what I'm saying. They're not worried about the Niners like that. They are worried, but they're not worried to the point of how I'm seeing how these Niner fans, and that's my only thing. And we go back to the same shit that I've been saying since jump. Every time Niner fans want to get mad at me, all my real Niner fans that listen, please know this is not shit I be saying to y'all or about y'all. It's the niggas that ain't been with this shit that's posting Brock Purdy versus Jalen Hurts stats, passing yards. Yeah. But counting out all the rushing touchdowns that Jalen Hurts got. It's the ones that's posting videos of a dude in red shoes stepping all over an Eagle hat. Like, bro, this is a regular season game. Yes, it has some implications, But you guys aren't even rivals. It's the same way y'all treat us. We ain't even rivals. Like, why y'all
Yeah.
so angry? You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think
at the end of the
I
day,
think they see them as a threat. And when you see somebody as a threat, like they see the Eagles, then you kind of, you're kind of talking a little bit more because they definitely feel them as a threat, bro. They know
but
they can handle the Cowboys. That's why they're not even worried about the Cowboys. They know the Niners know that they can beat the Cowboys, but
they
it's the
still be
Eagles that
trolling the
they're like,
shit out the Cowboys too, though.
yeah, but they know they know they can beat them they don't know if they can beat the Eagles. Let's be honest. They don't know if they can beat them.
Look, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't care.
Okay.
They ain't winning, bro. They ain't winning, and we know this shit.
Okay.
Fuck what they talking about. But hey, hold on. Before I go on, let me give a big shout out to my boy who actually, my two boys, my good friends that are out there. My boy, Mr. Rainwater, James Rainwater, and my boy Davis. My boy Davis from out here. Rainwater's, he used to be from out here. He's actually from Philly, moved out here, went back. They're actually, my boy James is a Philly fan. My boy David's a Niner fan. They're going to the games together. I was actually supposed to be there with them. Yeah, I was supposed to go out there with them. But I told them, I was like, look, that's two groups of fans that as a Raider fan, I don't need to be around. You and them. I was like, I'll say y'all gonna be mad because I'm gonna be the one fighting somebody. So I'm like, I'm good. So I told them, I was like, I'm gonna let them enjoy that. But hey, I hope you guys have a great time. Stay safe. For real, live it up. But I'll say this right now. Fly, Eagles, fly.
There's a video I saw.
Hey, but look, only reason I'm saying this, bro, because I got to be real with y'all. So I'm gonna be 100 with y'all right now. People gonna say this, oh, you're gonna say this because you're good. No, when the Raiders used to suck, my second team was the Eagles, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Donovan McNabb, Brian Westbrook, oh my God, not when they had Hopkins, Dawkins. Even when they had took Namdi from us, when they had all the corners they had, when they picked up T.O., when they had Deshaun Jackson, bro. That was my second team. That was because the Raiders had sucked. You know what I'm saying? And for me, the only good black quarterback in the league was Donovan McNabb, and I really like Donovan McNabb. And the funny thing is, one of my cousins, I wish one of these days I'm gonna text him and I'm gonna find it. He can attest. I used to whoop his ass with the Eagles every time we played Madden. I used nothing but the Eagles all day. But
Westbrook
I'm not
was
gonna sit
killer
here.
in them old Madden games.
That's what I'm saying.
He was nasty in the Madden games.
I'm telling you, but I'm just saying I just had to say that because some people are like, oh, why are you picking the Eagles? I say at the end of the day, if I had to have a second team, they are, but I'm not gonna be that person to come out now because you didn't hear me nothing last year when we went to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna act like it now. I'm a diehard Raider fan, but I'll be real with you, all you Raider fans. If I was to ever jump ship, which will never fucking happen, it would definitely be the Eagles. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We just gonna leave that. But I had to put that out there for anybody who wants to sit there and say, "Oh, he's just cheering," because nah, bro. I wholeheartedly used to fuck with the Eagles even when they suck, nigga. So don't even get at
me. Respect. Anything else in football, NFL? First off, because we're gonna transition to college. But anything else in the NFL you wanna touch on?
Not really. I think we can say more of that for next week. I do want to say it's been a hell of a season to watch, and I love it. And I feel like it's coming to an end so fast already, man.
It's moving.
Jesus, man, it's been moving.
It's moving quick.
But I will just say I wish everybody that's in the playoffs the best. You know, I wish everybody that has their contending teams the best. I just want to see good, healthy football, and I just want to see anybody but the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, please. That's all I want. Do me a favor, all the NFL. Anybody but the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That's just all I need. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Please, somebody. Please
hear me out.
Okay, so we're gonna transition to NCAA college football. It's a big weekend. This is probably the best day for college football, to be honest with you. This weekend in general. Yesterday was the Washington-Oregon Pac-12 game, and then there's a lot of championship games today. So starting with Georgia, Alabama. SEC championship game. We got the Big 12 championship game, Texas versus Oklahoma State. We got the ACC championship game, Louisville, Florida State. What's the other one? There's another one I'm missing. Michigan, Iowa for the Big Ten championship. Yes. So first off, let's start with the Washington game in Oregon last night for the Pac-12 final championship game. I am so sad this is over. I grew up going to Pac-12 games. My high school teammate went to Cal, and I used to go up there. I used to catch BART at 9 a.m., and we'd be faded by 10:30, and we go walk over to the stadium. I went to so many Cal games when I was, 21, 22.
Yeah.
And it's just a vibe out there, man. So I went to so many. I think I said this before, but like Donovan Best getting injured. I've been to so many games at Cal Stadium, and to see it over off of some money hungry BS is crazy. But yeah, what'd you think of the game last night?
It was good to watch. Happily they went
It
out
was
with
a
a
good game.
bang. Happily went out with a good game.
Yeah.
I will say play me by half a point. But
Mhm.
it was a good game to watch.
Yeah.
But there's one thing that I do want to talk about when it comes to this whole thing. It's sad to see that how much nowadays money is running the world and ruining a good thing. The Pac-10, well, I'll say the Pac-10 because
Pac-10.
we were
Yes.
Pac-10. The
Yes.
Pac-10 had always been a formidable conference. We always had been somebody that if you ran the table in the Pac-10, you were damn near guaranteed to possibly make the national championship game or even one of the premier bowl games, because usually before we had this playing before we had this turn the playoff, there was like the three major ones: Orange Bowl, Rose Bowl, Capital One Bowl, like the big ones, and then of course the national championship. Yeah. And it just got so sad that the teams sucking are the reason why the Pac-12 started to struggle, and now they're
Yeah.
jumping ship. Because let's not sit here and act like the Pac-12 did anything wrong. These motherfucking colleges out here, the teams, the recruiting started to suck. The coaching started to suck. The teams started to suck. But let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Like the only team that we had good in the Pac-12 for the past couple of years, I'll be honest, is most likely just Oregon. It's mainly kind of been Oregon. Washington, I
They were
think
holding
Washington
it
had like
down.
2 good runs. Oregon
No,
was
they
holding it.
Oregon was
Oregon's been the
holding it
most
down for
consistent.
the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, been most consistent. Like USC, every once in a while, but they was a shit. UCLA, as soon as you put a Kelly over there, you stupid. That was dumb. And it was just like then nobody else really, you know, did enough to be relevant. And then on top of that, it sucks for the Pac-12 because there's only that many teams in the division. I mean, within the conference of it, or whatever they want to call it. And then it's like it's hard to get better because you're only playing each other. You beat up on each other, right? Say one goes 12-0, like last night. Washington went 12-0. And then we got Oregon 11-1. They were saying if Oregon beat Washington, Washington's out of the playoff. So how you go 12-0 the whole year,
Yeah,
and then you lose one game, and then a team that with a one loss beats you, and now they're in your spot? And what about these other fucking teams from these other divisions who they're good, but 11-2? You got more 12-1s, 11-1s. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas is 12-0 with these fraudulent ass schedules. You know what I'm saying? Like it
I
sucked,
agree.
and I feel like that's the reason why people are running out of our thing, because the Big Twin, the SEC, the Big 12, the ACC, they're getting all the love for all these national games. People are putting them in more than they want to put us in. Like California West Coast ain't been putting sports on the map. But when it comes to fucking basketball on the hoop and shit, yeah, the Pac-12 be all in on motherfuckers, right? It's like that's so crazy, bro. Like for me, I I don't I blame I don't just blame the people who put together the Pac-12. I blame these teams for not putting a better effort into their programs when it came to getting better players to keeping our conference relevant. And also, I blame the conference heads for not absorbing any of these other little conferences which is out here on the West. Because if you took the Pac-12, you could have kept it the Pac-12 name and maybe bring in the MAC or bring in the WAC or bring in a couple of those good teams from there. We would be more relevant, and these guys wouldn't have to play each other all the time. Like this whole, because I feel like if there was enough teams, like Oregon and Washington wouldn't have played each other during the regular season. They just would have met each other in the championship. And even though one of them lost, they probably still would have had a chance of both going to the college playoff. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like whoever's running the head of our shit is just they were just doing it wrong. And honestly, they lost. Now it's over.
Mic drop on that. I agree with everything you said. I think if we would have had, just real quick, if we would have had a year like we had this year in the Pac-12 for the last 5 years, I don't think this happens.
At all.
Like there was USC was good, right? Colorado was relevant. Oregon State was ranked all year. UCLA was ranked. Like all of these teams are ranked, and it has not been like that for the last 5 to 10 years. It's like you said, it's been Oregon holding it down for so many years. If we would have had this 2017, 18, 19, none of this is probably happening. And
they're doing nothing.
Where we're saying.
And they're beating up on each other. That's the reason why it is. They're just all the good teams in the conference have to play each other. They're beating up on each other. Like in the ACC and the SEC alone, Georgia and Alabama can go a whole season without playing each other till the end.
Yep, they should have had to play each other at some point before today, and it sucks. And now, and let me just fast forward real quick because Alabama played Texas, I think like week 1 or week 2 in the season. And there's some interesting situations that's about to happen because if Alabama beats Georgia today, they're going to put Alabama into this Final Four. And I just don't feel like they won the SEC championship, but Texas beat them. Texas beat Alabama. And I feel like they're just going to put Alabama in because it's the SEC. SEC was not like it used to be. It was not like that this year. And they're just going to give them – and they're also going to put Georgia in just because Georgia won the last 2 championships. So I hope Georgia just wins because I do not want to see Alabama and Georgia get in. I don't think that's fair.
It's not fair. It's so stupid to me. Like that is so – it just don't make no goddamn sense. Like it's just because they have hella teams in their conferences, so they don't have to play each other. It's like, bro, let's be honest, man. In the SEC, we could talk about a couple teams that are good, but all the rest of them is bottom feeders.
Nah, it's not. There's about 3-4 good teams. It's not like how it used to be. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. Because everybody's going to the Georgia, the Alabama is waiting their turn. The Tech, they go into these big and they're just waiting their turn. It's stupid, bro. Like you destroyed something that people out here, especially in the Bay Area, because most of in the Bay Area, we enjoyed it. We loved the Pac-12, man. So I'm gonna say this to you, Pac-12 people: you dropped the goddamn ball. And I hope you guys, honestly, I hope the other 2 teams leave too. We just dismantle this shit for real.
Yeah, I hope it fails. I hope it fails. I'm not a fan of this.
And I hope whoever's running shit go bankrupt.
But yes, salute again to the Pac-12, man. We're gonna miss you. All the memories of them over the years. Let's talk some basketball, man. Let's talk some hoop. Obviously, I got a Warrior jersey on. Shout out to Jason Richardson. I'm going to the game in a couple hours. The Warriors are out here in LA for a little matinee versus the Clippers. They beat them Thursday night.
On the legendary.
But overall, they've been struggling. We never even got a chance to talk about Draymond getting suspended. I want to touch on that first because let's touch on that first, and then we'll talk about just overall NBA. But what did you feel about Draymond getting suspended, and where you at with the Warriors?
Hey, so you remember the year before when we won the chip, and we had the parade. Draymond had an interview, and they were saying, "Oh, and he said, "Oh, y'all, what y'all gotta say now? Shut up, Draymond. Shut up, my nigga. Shut up. Play the goddamn game, bro. Like you are now becoming a baby Bron." And you're really starting to piss me off. Like, I get it. You're our enforcer. You want to be that. But at a certain point, bro, shut up. Like, you cost us that game against the Sac. You shifted all of the momentum with all that bullshit. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, I get it. You weren't wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're wrong, but you also know you're Draymond. And you also know the minute you start saying or doing something, you're giving the refs a reason to give you a tech and fuck shit up. Bro, let your game do the talking. That's the reason why you are able to do what you're doing now, talking all this stuff, saying whatever you can say, saying that you have a right to saying you're a Hall of Famer, all this type of shit. Because in our first championship, game did the talking. Second championship, game did the talking. 73, our 73 win season, the game did the talking. You know what I'm saying? All those years when we were good, the game did the talking. But then up until these past, I want to say 2 or 3 years, 4 or 3 years, you've been doing too much goddamn talking. And you've been arguing with these refs goddamn too much, man. Leave them alone, bruh. Like, we would have won that game. We were up by 17 in the third. How do you turn around and lose by 1? Like, bruh. We literally have one of the best players in the ever to play the game, and we're not even over 500. Like,
Yeah.
and then I will say this too, Steve Kerr, stop benching Moses Moody.
Let me go ahead. You finish, because I actually want to start with Kerr, but the Draymond situation. Go ahead. You go ahead.
But the Draymond suspension thing, like, at the end of the day, you knew though that was coming because he's Draymond. It did suck. It did bring us on the thing, and it does show that at the end of the day, Dre, I love you, and we do need you, bro. Like, defensively, we need you. You do make right decisions. You're a good basketball player. I just need you to shut the hell up and play. And I feel like that is the main reason why. And also, I think people also need to realize during that time Draymond was out, GP2 wasn't playing either. And it also kind of shows that defensively, GP2 is something that we need. And so I just think, like, as a whole, our two best defensive players, one is hurt, and two, the other one can't get out of his own way. Draymond, I just need you to get out of your own way, bro.
So back in the day, and when I say back in the day, I'm talking 2014, 2015, we were so much better than everybody else. Like, he could do a little bit more. We were just so much better, but now the margin of error is like small now. So we can't have this as like we used to, because we're not as good as we used to be. And I see Clay coming around again. He's starting to find his shot. Steph is Steph. But I just feel like we're just in a different place where he needs to be more of like a veteran leader. And coming off of like the whole debacle last season with Jordan Poole and everything, like I just want him to lock in and just be that veteran presence that we need, you know? But I know he's not going to change. So it's just like he's always going to be on the line. So just stay on that line on the right side of the line. That's it.
Thank you. Like,
yeah, that's it. That's it with him. Let me just talk about Steve Kerr for a second. So I remember last year, Christmas Day, we played the Grizzlies, right? And Bob Myers, for random reason, Woj comes out and says, "Oh, Bob Myers doesn't have a contract for next year." On Christmas Day. And I'm just like, where the fuck is that coming from?
Yeah.
Fast forward, Bob Myers doesn't get another contract. He's on TV now. Steve Kerr doesn't have a contract next year. And nobody's talking about it. And I'm going to just say this right now. This is a hot take. He's not coaching the Warriors after this year. I'm telling you now. You do not let a coach in professional sports get to their last year and not give them an extension. I'm just letting people know now. This is his last year coaching the Warriors. And there's a lot of, you know, young players haven't been able to develop under him. And I'm not giving, he's won 4 championships. I'm not saying he should go or by any means, but I just know how it goes in the sports. You do not let a guy get to their last year and not give them an extension. So I hope everybody in the Bay is prepared for that. I just hope everybody's ready, because he's not coming back.
After winning the amount of rings that he won in the short amount of time that he won, I feel it too.
He's not coming back next year.
I will tell you this. I'll tell you the one how he does if he comes back. If we make it to the Western Conference Finals,
Do you feel confident with what you've seen so far that we will be in the Western Conference Finals? Do you feel Wiggins? I'm looking for Wiggins. I be looking. Is he out there?
My man's milk carton, man. He on the milk carton right now.
Is he out there? I don't see him. That's not even the same guy.
We found him the other day.
He showed up. Yes. I don't even know who that guy is. And the whole Moody situation, like, that's uncalled for. The guy had 11 points in 8 minutes in the fourth quarter, and you take him out and you bench him, and then he comes back the next day and was like, "Yeah, that was a big mistake. We overthought it." It's like, bro, everybody that has watched basketball, played basketball, if somebody's hot, you just roll with that guy. Like, that's obvious as basketball 101. I don't care who it is.
Keep it a B with you. If I was the coach at that time, I would have sat everybody down and let them know it is officially the Moses show.
Yeah, he can play with Steph. He can play with them. Like, why not?
And the thing about it is he actually plays really good with them.
He
I
does.
don't understand, and he plays D. Like I love Gary Payton. We need that, but sometimes I feel like Gary Payton gets too much minutes and Moses don't get enough. And then
Well,
sometimes I feel like he shifts, but this thing too, I feel like he's so quick to put Clay back in and not let Moses do what he does. So quick to
that's the one that we really need to start talking about. But
so
I
he's
don't
but
think
he's
people
all
are ready to have that conversation about
but he's
that.
also like
But go ahead.
it's just so much. It's for me. It's I think this is the thing. I think Steve Kerr, and the one thing I will say, he comes from a Popovich system, right? What was Popovich known for? I'm riding with my OGs, the win, lose, or
So the
draw,
wheels fall off.
till the
As
wheels
he
fall off.
should. That's how
Yeah.
he came in. That's how he came
So
in.
so I think that's what I think that's just what we're kind of dealing with right now. You
My
know, he so go ahead.
my last thing with Kerr, I just feel like he always says this about Moody. He's so professional. He has a good attitude, and I feel like they take advantage of that because he is a nice guy and he doesn't complain. And they're just like, oh, we can just we can play him 30 minutes today. Oh, now we'll just play Pajensky or Pods. We'll play him 30 minutes today. It's like they just be going like this with Moody's minutes when he's deserved to get consistent minutes. And I feel like because he is so professional that they kind of take advantage of that a little bit, and I don't like that shit. I feel like
Like
Moody has earned a consistent role in this
like
team.
tell me how we didn't end the game with this starting five. With the five at the end, it should have been Steph, Clay, Moses, Wiggins, and Draymond. I love Looney. We didn't need him. We were already stopping their lineup like that. Wiggins could have guarded that whoever that number seven dude from Yugoslavia. I
Yeah,
don't even know who this nigga
he was
is.
going crazy.
Going crazy, pissing me off, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was hot.
I was like this, left hand. He wasn't even falling. He was just like that. I was like, what is he on?
Oh my
What?
god! But like, if we ended like that, everybody else is focused on that's a Moses show because they ain't gonna think Moses getting the ball. Moses from the corner is golden. He came down the lane and two-hand bash. Like, how do you take a nigga out that's doing this? Like, it's for me. I love my Warriors, dog, and it's just so sad to watch us getting debacled in a game like that. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Whatever, we beat the Clippers. Clippers fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? Any team with James Harden at this point it's trash. I'm sorry. That's like is for me. James Harden is like when you get a big thing of tea, right? A big ass cup of tea, and it's really 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 hot. But you want your tea to be just like a little lukewarm. But you get a cup of ice and put it in there, think it's still gonna be warm. Nah, that shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? Shit just ain't gonna work. Like the tea might be good still, but it just don't work.
Yeah.
But for me,
I feel like go ahead.
just for me, I don't know. For me though, I said this, and I'm saying this, just period. I just hope we still have a chance to even make it to the playoffs because after everything we've done with our team should not be a team that doesn't make it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't make it to the Western Conference Finals or we don't make it to the finals, all right, but we have a team that should not make it to the playoffs.
There's plenty of season left. I just worry about what I see, like how we score on a night to night basis. We look like the most unathletic team in NBA right now, to be honest with you. I see so many young teams that's up and down the court. Bro, outside of Kuminga, who is athletic on this team? Like we need to get younger and actually have guys that we trust. And Gary Payton getting hurt, so he's gonna be out for some time. He like tore his calf, so you're gonna see a lot of Moody for these next
Good.
4 weeks or so.
And watch us go on a streak. Watch it happen.
Yeah, but I will say Dunleavy is not afraid to make a move. So I'm just saying that now he will not be afraid to mix it up. I don't know what that looks like. I've been thinking about things in my head of like what a trade looks like, but he's not going to be afraid, bro. The way he shipped Jordan Poole out of here so fast, like 2 weeks into his job, he's not going to be afraid to do something different. So just don't be surprised if something happens at the trade deadline. That's all I'm going to say.
Look, I have a good feeling what might happen, and it might bring me to tears. I just hope it doesn't happen.
Don't say Clay. Don't say Clay. And I hate. And last night I'm watching the game, or Thursday night I'm watching the game, and it was like 11:30, 23, and they're like going so hard on his Clay, Steph, Draymond, like it's the finale, like it's the farewell
Like it's
tour.
the end of the road.
I'm like, bro, y'all gotta stop doing this. Like
For
it's
real.
not like if it happens, it happens. But come on, let's not do that.
Shit.
So, and the rest of the NBA, man, let me just say this. You can go anywhere you want after this with the NBA, but I've been watching some teams and my top 5 league pass teams. I've been watching the Magic. The Magic are 14-5. The Magic are not playing. Yes, the Magic are 14-5, bro. It's time to tune into a Magic's game. They don't play around. Yes.
That just shows you that I'm too tight into fantasy football right now.
It's okay. It's okay. Because honestly, a lot of people don't pick up NBA until Christmas anyway. That's really when the season starts. But the Magic are not playing around with people. Paolo, Jalen Suggs, the Wagner boys, they're not playing around. They're in second place out there in the East. OKC is for real. Chet Holmgren is for real. Shea is for real. So I just want to shout out to the Thunder. I want to shout out to Magic. I love watching them. Anything on the NBA you want to throw in, go for it,
bro. When are the Mavericks gonna get it together? That's my question. My question is, you got probably arguably the best point guard we've seen in years, and then you probably have the second best point guard that we've seen in years. What's going on? Like, y'all putting up points, but y'all can't play no defense?
They don't play no D. Like, they're 11-7 right now. I just pulled up there, but they just want to go first one to 130. That's how they play.
Pretty much, right? We're first 15, straight up. Like, so we play here. But my thing is, like, how long can you keep Luka there with that? He likes to win. He wants a chip. He will, and I won't. Don't front. I see how brash he is. I can see him telling Mark, "I'm out of here. I'm gone." Because
Mark Cuban, he made a business move this week. Yeah, I heard. Mark, you saw about that?
Yeah.
A lot of people are trying to figure out what the move is, and I wanted to
invest into something.
No, I saw something, and I don't know if this is accurate, but I saw, because he bought a little city in Texas, right? Like a little small city. And I hear Texas is about to legalize gambling. And if that happens, because he sold it to like some casino type place, and I think he's going to try to build like a little city, a little casino city.
Like a Reno,
like a Reno, bro. Yeah. And that, because he sold it for like 3.5. That's
I think it was 2.5 bill.
Okay, so he's gonna. I saw if they legalize gambling in Texas, which he probably already has an ear about that. It's a wrap. He gonna be out of here. He gonna be out of here with that.
But that's what I said it too when I heard about it. The first thing I said was he got something cooking. Yeah, you don't sell 2.5 billion large stake and just to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got something.
He got something. He for sure.
Yeah, he's smart, man. I give him one thing, man. He wild, but he's smart.
Yeah,
smart white dude.
But yeah, shout out to just Mark Cuban. The Warriors, man. Please, let's get right. Let's get right.
Just get me to the playoffs, bro. That's all.
Let's get right, man.
Please, man. And man, just stop and stop blowing leads. Jesus Christ, man. God, but anyway,
so unathletic. We look so unathletic, bro. When I watch them Timberwolves games, when we played the Timberwolves, and I'm not even, and I don't even think I said this, but I'm not even mad at Draymond for standing up for Clay. I'm not.
Me either.
I actually was dying laughing. I was crying when he had Gobert in a headlock and was walking him back like that. Bro,
no.
The Timberwolves are so sad for not standing up for him, and
that's why I call Cat Carl Anthony Towns. You sharp and soft, because when Draymond snatched him up, you was right there. You could have easily did the same thing to Draymond.
Easily.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, you just let your big 7'6" center get grabbed by a little 6'7" dude, put in the headlock and just dragged him. Y'all hella soft. Bro, I don't care. No Anthony Edwards, all y'all. I don't care what you talking about. Y'all niggas is soft.
He did put some fear in him, though. I will say that. I do think that is gonna. we might see the Timberwolves. Like they in first place. I don't know if that's gonna hold up. That might be like a 1-8 matchup. I don't know. It's so early in the season, but it's gonna be some energy there. Jaden McDaniels and Clay getting into it. Jaden McDaniels, I saw him play. He used to be on Paolo Banchero's AAU team in high school, and they got into it with the AAU program that I was coaching at. They've been with it. They've been with it. Like Jamie, I was not surprised that him and Clay got into it. Like he got into it with Isaiah Hawthorne, who plays for USF. Like I remember them getting into it. So he's about that. I wasn't surprised seeing that. Yeah, I wasn't surprised. But Clay was kind of frustrated too, by the way, because he's been missing shots, and I know that was probably like built up anger. But
yeah, I feel it.
We'll see, bro. We'll see.
Man,
okay, so
man.
Yeah. So let's that's it, bro. You wanna go to viral videos?
Yeah. Let's touch on the viral videos. So one thing I do want to, before we actually sorry, but we get off the NBA. I want to talk about a couple like the injuries, bro. Have you not realized like there's a lot of hurt people right now? There's a lot of injuries going around in the NBA right now. LaMelo Ball's out. Who else is out? Jesus Christ. Man, I forget about it right now. But I can definitely go across. But a lot of like weird injury, like the Murray injury. Murray's out. Half of I just remember let me look at this because I literally wrote them all down. Give me 1 second. I just want to say, like, it's kind of crazy because I've never seen this many. And it's like it's surprising. Like, it's very surprising. Like Zach LaVine injured, LaMelo Ball out, Aaron Gordon injured, Lauri Markkanen injured, Brogdon was hurt. What Kelly Oubre just got hurt not too long ago. Who else, man? There's like a lot, and it's just kind of weird. Like, man, I feel like a lot of these players maybe didn't wrap up for the offseason as much as they used to. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird to see, and I think that's the reason why a lot of the teams that we're not so expected to being in first and second and third are in first and second and third because these other teams with the players that they're supposed to have, they're just not here. So I'm actually happy that it makes me feel that we're only a couple games of the season. So for us as Warriors, even we're kind of injured, we're kind of healthy. I just want to see everybody healthy. I want to be able to see a good season of people being healthy because it'll be better basketball. But
even Phoenix, man, like too. Bradley Beal has he played? I think he played like 2 games. He's been hurt all year. Devin Booker's been in and out of the lineup. I watched him last night. He didn't play again last night versus the Nuggets. I don't know. I look at the benches. They got 17 coaches, 7 doctors over there, and for some reason they're getting more injured than they ever been. I don't really know what it is. It's weird.
Yeah, crazy.
It's weird,
right?
bro.
But anyways, just want to touch on that. But yeah, let's move on, man. Y'all know what it is. It's a segment that we love. We always try to bring something up to show you guys about a couple of viral videos. Just something, not maybe all viral, just something that touched with us. I want to start with mine actually because I like yours a little more, and I definitely want to end with yours.
I feel like we switch. I feel like sometimes I like yours more, and then this week we switch off.
I like both of ours, but yours I feel it's more heartfelt, and I definitely like to end on a better note. Well, honestly, they're both heartfelt. So so let me give you a little tidbit on mine. So pretty much for me, coming up, I was I'm an artist, right? Y'all know. Been actually thinking about touching back into music, which is definitely something that I'm most likely gonna do. Yeah, my boy's trying to get me to come back out of the retirement phase. So I've actually been writing and collecting, and honestly the new purchases I made recently is definitely gonna put that in the right mood. Actually gonna be headed to the studio in the next couple weeks here, and I'll definitely give y'all more insight on that. But so this is
hold on, time out. Does that mean we can get a potential Rosh intro song to the pod?
Yes, we can.
Did that just come into my mind? We ain't even talked about that.
It might be a potential, but I definitely want to make sure it's quality. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, I'm just saying if we're gonna,
some time.
All right.
It'll take some time. But yes, y'all know definitely all of it. So with this video, this was actually a video from the Country Music Awards. There is a artist who actually won New Artist of the Year. It was not too long ago. He was 39 years old, winning New Artist of the Year. I'm gonna let him talk, I'm definitely not gonna do too much. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to say their names and stuff like that. I want people to see. But for me, it's good to see that no matter how old you are, or where you are in your life, that your journey is not predicated on your age. It was for me to see that I'm a believer in God. For some people that don't understand, I do believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I've been church boy since I was young, and my mom instilled it in me. It goes to show me that God, I say this all the time, he gives his hardest road to his strongest soldiers, and sometimes you got to stick it out all the way until you think that the road is about to end, to realize that it's now about to go up. So I'm gonna play this video. You guys is listening and tap in on a little after. Let me get this going. But man, where is my screen share? Grant. Oh Jesus. Here we go. There we go. Later. All right. Share. Everybody see it? Everybody see it? There we go. All right, man. I'm gonna play this video for y'all.
I got a second, and I'm going to say a lot, and I'm sorry, but the quickest I can say it is thank you to the label, Stony Creek Management, John Lowe, Joe Jamie, you saved my life. I got 1,000 people to thank you, but most importantly, my Lord and my wife. I love you so much. You changed my life. Megan Parker, Haley, I love all y'all. We're friends. And Zach Brown, I think you are one of the hottest things on earth, not just country music. You deserve this as much as anybody else. I love you. I'm glad we're sitting there partying the rest of the night, baby. But most importantly, there is something poetic about a 39-year-old man winning New Artist of the Year. I don't know where you're at in your life or what you're going through, but I want to tell you to keep going, baby. I want to tell you success is on the other side of it. I want to tell you it's going to be okay. I want to tell you that the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason, because what's in front of you is so much more important than what's behind you. Let's party, Nashville!
So I end up coming across that. I
Love
don't
that.
be on Twitter like that. I hope people need to understand this. I am not on Twitter as much as I used to be, or X. I'm more so, I'm an IG scroller. But that came across, and that's not something I normally would open. I opened it, and it hit me because um me doing music for the 10 years that I did it, they always say it takes 10 years to perfect it, and I feel like I got there. And the fact that, due to my circumstances that I went through in life hits you, I feel like I wasn't able to give it my all the way I wanted to, and it just sucked. But that showed that it hit home for me. That was one of those things, like, yeah, man, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And I was at work. The next day after that, I sent you that. I went to work. I worked a double that day with my, I worked at airlines, whatever. I got a regular job. So I went to work that day, worked a double. My boy, who I do music with, who I'm actually really cool with, he started playing some of our music, our old music and stuff like that, just because me and him were chilling. He was like, "Oh, remember this, remember this?" He was like, "Yeah." So we just kind of went down memory lane. And one of our coworkers that came over, he was listening, and he was listening. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "Man, who is this?" And then my boy, I was like, "Oh, it's him." And then that was me pointing to my boy. He goes, "What, for real?" And he goes, "Yeah." And and then my boy goes, "Wait, but listen to this." Then he played like some shit from me. And then my boy goes, he looks at us, he looks at us both. He goes, "Why do y'all still work here?" I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "Bro, look, I got friends and homies. We went in the studio, we made music. We thought we tried it is." He said, "But the shit that my homies made and people I know have made is nowhere near what you guys have." He's like, "I've heard." He's like, would listen to this constantly." He hit me like it was such a motivational thing. I got chills in it, and you could tell he was being genuine, not being fake. Because I also know this dude. He's one of those dudes. He'll tell you like, if that shit whack. He'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because I've shown him some shit, but not music, but I've shown him some other things. I was like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a real stand up dude, and he just kind of hit me with he like said it twice too. like, bro, what are you doing here? Like, what's holding you back? That's when he started telling me, and like, I kind of had to realize, like, what is holding me back besides myself? And it was a motivation for me, and I hope that motivated a lot of other people. Jelly Roll, shout out to you, Jelly Roll. His name's Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, shout out to you. Congratulations on your award. And I want to say that from what you did, and I know what you were trying to do, you motivated somebody to get back into it. That, you know, I feel that music is definitely one thing that God put in my life as a talent that I excelled at, and I should have never gave up on. So, you know, to all y'all that believed in me, that supported me, that was there for me, Rosh is coming back.
We should have like an air horn right now. Like that's dope. I feel like I feel like, man, I don't care how old people are, you know, and I think you've been through a lot more life now. So you have more to talk about, more experience. You know, you're probably in a different place in your life. So, bro, who cares about how old we are and doing this? And, you know, like, oh, I shouldn't be making music. And that dude is a testament to that. So hopefully you did get inspired by that. Like, that's dope. So
I'm telling
I'm
you,
excited to see. I'm excited to see what you got, bro. Like, you know, get back in there, bro. If that's what if that's what's on your heart, bro, let's do it. Come on.
It's a wrap. So,
hell yeah.
So with that said, when everything's coming out, we will have a premiere episode. You know, we will have a little listening episode. We gonna do it for real. We gonna do it right. And I'm juiced, man. And honestly, the good thing about it too is, just a tidbit on it. It's not gonna take long because I do have a lot of things I was working on before I gave up, you know, stopping, that were really quality songs. I just have some other things we need to add on, and I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm also not just doing this for myself. My boy that I recently, like, I came in contact with that does music, my boy Jiraco, man. This dude is talented, and the world needs to see. Yeah, there's not many people you can find that can sing, can rap, make beats, play instruments, do it all, and he's good at it all. Like, and I mean really good. And if y'all know me, I don't just co-sign people for no goddamn reason. It's for real. So hope y'all ready for that. Well, hey, we're coming back, baby. Mulai will be back. But yeah. So with that said, Jeremy, you want to give a little tidbit on a little backstory behind yours?
Yeah, not gonna get too much into it. I want the video to play, but you know, I saw this video about a player on the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, who has a really cool story with his high school coach, and I'm really close to my high school coach. You know, he was a big influence in my life. I think a lot of people, when you're younger, you don't really appreciate those type of relationships, but like as I've grown into an adult, we still stay in contact. He always reaches out. You know, we went to golf. We've been on camping trips as adults. Like, that's my dog. You know, I met him in 8th grade, and I remember he came to a practice of mine when I was playing at Walters, and it was random because, like, you know, why is the varsity coach at the high school coming to the junior high to watch you practice? And he introduced himself to me, and obviously, you know, Jason Watts, and was just like, you know, we'd love to have you guys. You know, I'm the, you know, and I was so cocky and just into myself. I said, "What's up? Like, I'm going to be starting for you in 2 years." That's the first thing I said to him. I told him that. I said, "I'm going to be starting for you in 2 years." And he always tells me this, but it's like, yeah, I did. I mean, I did, but it was funny that that was like the first opening line for him. But he's been a good friend of mine as an adult. So I want to play this video because it reminded me of us.
Before we get to the video, I just want to touch on y'all what Jeremy just said. So I hope y'all understand that I was Jeremy's backup point guard for, you know, a couple of seasons at AAU. And when he said he was cocky, yeah, this nigga was cocky. That shit was for real. But we gonna move on to
hey man, we grow up, but you know, back then, yeah, you could tell me shit. You could not tell me shit. You could not tell me shit. Respectfully, you couldn't tell me shit.
To this day, but you want to know something? That you being like that made me be how I am.
Hey, you know,
because I knew I was like, look, if this nigga like, you know, I could do the same shit. Oh,
why not? Come on, why not?
I was like, it don't matter how big we was, and then hold on, let me get this going. Seeing you make it to where you made it, it was amazing to see. But we'll get on to the next part. All right, let's get on to the next one. Miss Brown. All right, guys. Everybody see it?
The fact that you two are roommates this season, how did that come together?
You know, first of all, my wife passed away in September. And Mitchell, when my wife's in the hospital, Mitchell came each day to visit her and came very close to myself and my wife. And after the funeral, Mitchell told everyone that he was going to bring me to New York with him. He said, Coach, there's no reason you stay down here in Louisiana anymore. You come to New York with me and enjoy yourself and get your mind back straight, because you know how much you loved your wife, how much loved your wife. And it's just been a great situation, Rebecca, to be honest.
The fact that you two are roommates this season,
That's so
how do you
dope.
get together?
That's so dope, because Mr. and Mrs. Donnelly are friends of mine. So, you know, I wouldn't say anything like that, but like I would definitely do the same for him. Like that's my guy. You know what I mean? So it just made me think of him, and you know, I'll definitely be reaching out this week to talk to him. So salute to the high school coaches, man. They whether you know it or not, you guys are big influences on a lot of these kids' lives, whether you know it or not. So they're not going to forget you. You know, so when I was even coaching basketball a few years ago, like I try to stay in contact, and, you know, I see somebody that I used to coach, I see him on Instagram. I still say something, you know, just a quick word, because again, you only get a few high school coaches. So I try to make sure I'm still an influence, but shout out to Mitchell Robinson, man. I'm a fan now. I'm a fan.
Yeah, 100%. Just touch real quick before we go. That's that to you high school coaches out there. You change lives without knowing it. So I shout out, keep doing what you guys are doing. One of my high school football coaches is Coach Stone. I love him to death. He definitely built me up into a man from freshman year. Just give me the confidence of who I was and telling me always to be myself, and also just being a positive influence as a male in my life. Because me, you know, my father wasn't around. I'll be real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Single mom, grew up, so you know, I gravitated to strong men. And then also like my basketball coach, Coach D. I still talk to Coach D to this day. You know what I'm saying? My freshman basketball coach. And he even to this day still tells me, yeah, I should have never stopped playing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just those motivational things that they give you. It helps, man. So shout out to all you, everybody. Honestly, I'm not even going to say about coaches, man. Every educator from elementary all the way up to high school, I appreciate all you guys. I know what you guys go through. It's not easy. It's very hard. Everybody knows my fiance is a teacher, so I definitely feel where you guys are coming from, how stressful it can be. Hats off to you guys. Please don't ever let whatever the stress is make y'all stop being who you are, because you change lives for the better. You mold kids into great. And I would honestly say to this day, if it wasn't for the high school teachers I had, the elementary teachers I had, junior high teachers I had, and every single coach that I had along the way, I would not be who I am today. I wouldn't be the young black, I'll say this too, the young black man that people look at and say that I am somebody to be, you know, adored, and people appreciate who I am. And I attest that to my upbringing. And a lot of my upbringing was because of my teachers, because my mom worked a lot. So hats off to you guys, and hats off to all you coaches. I really appreciate who you guys are to this day.
Yep. I agree, brother. I agree.
So,
but yeah, man, that's it for the week, man. It's good to be back. No more timeouts, man. It's good to be back again, and let's keep it rolling.
It is, man. So, like I said, y'all be prepared. Like I said, we have some things that we are gonna do. I was serious about that giveaway. Me and Jeremy gonna get together soon. We gonna figure out what it is. So keep tapping in. You know, it's gonna be a little quick thing, and I want to bless some of the loyal people we've had so far, and also to all my real Raider fans. You know, honestly, my all football fans. We gonna have another Raider pod after that Jets game. We end up running into some really cool influencers, some people that really want to get on with us. So be prepared for that. Big surprise for y'all. But hey, I appreciate everybody, every listen, every play, every suggestion, every share, every video you guys send me. I love everything and all the positive influence you guys have been giving us since we jumped off with this whole thing. And it's amazing. We have episode 19, which is crazy. I just love it, man. I love it. But with that being said, you know what it is. This is No More Timeouts, and we checking out. Peace. That was a good one.